EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the LA Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 3rd down and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. Fielded at about the 28. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. Takes it to about the 37. When you talk about this Jets defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. out of the gun, a give to Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He finds his target, Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run here with Spiller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Again, Spiller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll give to Spiller. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Baylor tight. Hey, go Lion. Set.
They'll run for it with Spiller. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In motion goes the tight end.
Hey, 88. Get 300.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He finds Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Rodgers wants to change the look. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now an audible here into something else. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Hall. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Oh, simple. A tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time, Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ready.
Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Go.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep. His first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
50.
On play action, Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. Deion Henley there on the tackle. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Throwing is Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. In motion right goes Allen.
Home trips right. Set.
Third quarter starts with a run from Spiller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 10. In motion right comes Allen.
Hey, Kappa. Go.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall. Breaks through the contact, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. They'll run with Hall. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 8 yards out. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line. 12.
Now it's Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Derek Brown never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hall again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a particularly nice play, because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 22. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Hall want to give up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hall, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Hey, check that, street.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Rodgers will throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their... He's got a man! Complete! A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, LA! Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here comes 2nd down.
Over.
On 2nd down, a run to Hall. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
50. Hey, you block over here.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Rodgers.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. He may go. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, 66 yards. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, right back to Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Joey Bosa in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able